Good evening, all. Ira Epstein, and here we are with your Spider ETF stock market wrap-up for Thursday, the 14th of September, 2023. And boy, what a day. So we come in today, we get a PPI number that's super hot. Retail sales are super hot. So what should that do? In my opinion, it should put the Fed to a 25 basis point hike. The market doesn't think so. If you go to the CME Fed Watch page, the percentages are high that the market is not going to do that. That doesn't mean I'm going to take my thoughts off. I told you that I would give you my opinion after I saw the data. I've seen the data. I think the Fed should go for the 25 basis point hike. Number one, the market can absorb it. Number two, your stock markets just keep moving up on you. The economy is firing on all the cylinders you want, but we still have the inflation. Then you had the European Central Bank. They raised their rate another 25 basis points, and they opened the door to a pause. Now, they backdoored it and said if it's necessary, they will go higher, but they now think that they can get up to this 25 basis points, putting them around 4% from zero just recently, and that can help. Their dilemma is different than ours. They're much more energy dependent. Energy's killing them in terms of just continuing to rally and rally and rally. I had told you here that I thought $95 crude was a very realistic number. You're just shy of it right now. Then in the United States, we have an awful lot going on too. We have to decide on where we're going to go, from a stock market that's on fire to a United Auto Workers strike. Now, the market's not even blinking an eye in front of that. I saw the president of Ford just on CNBC. They made another offer over 4 years, 20% hike. They didn't even get a response from Sean Fine, which tells me that there's going to be a strike tonight. The question is it the strike against all three auto workers at once? Is it going to be against key parts of it? As Ford said, it might be against transmission plants. Same thing as shutting the company down. I mean, the way that these companies are built, you don't have all those transmissions laying in stock and you can go. You build them at one plant, they move right to the other, and they get assembled and into the cars. So why is the market not paying attention? If you looked at the futures markets today, you saw that the futures, again, down, real rates climbing. Whole different world. The futures seem to agree with me that interest rates are going higher, but part of that is the Fed. They keep going to the marketplace. Today, you could buy a 4-week T-bill. This was the result, 5.28% for 4 weeks. Come on. They're just paying you big money to get your money short term. They did an 8-week, just about a little more than that yield. Wow. So as we take a look at Apple, okay, the market up today. Where are we? On a weekly chart, you're down 1.37%. And this is a weekly bar chart. So you're just sitting here against this low that you've been. On a daily chart, a minor rally up 1.53%. The market's giving you the line in the sand where the battle is. Get over 181.33, 180.69, you negate the downtrend. Don't, where's the support? Under you still at 170.83. And where's momentum? You're oversold. Do I think you have new people selling? Not when you're oversold. So I think there's some profit taking place. I don't think there's new buying at this point. It could be very wrong, but that's what I would assume. I think the pros will wait to possibly sell, but not just at that number. They won't sell, in my opinion, as long as you're oversold. You either embed or you correct that, and you can correct that by getting a nice rally in the market. Rivian is just saying, we don't have your problems, Ford and all you other people. And up they go, 3.7% today. I'm being a wise guy, clearly. But higher lows, higher highs, embedded. It is still very bullish. By the way, last night, I apologize for the updates and so on. We lost the internet in my area. It was not my house. It was not my equipment. Then when it wanted to come back on, it did finally, and no matter what I did with calling Xfinity, they couldn't figure it out. This morning at 4:30 in the morning, I called Xfinity again. I got hold of somebody, I figured out before everybody, had a great person. I want to compliment them. A great person. They said, let me do something different. There's a deeper check we can do. It takes 2 hours on your modem remotely. They did that. They sent me a text message. I went in, couldn't quite figure out why it's still not working right. And then I said, they did that. Let me test the mesh network. I'm telling you all, because you got to go through all this stuff. And I'm by myself. I don't have my tech guy with me at these hours. And to make a long story short, everything came back. So if it stays up another 24 hours, I'm the happiest guy. Thank you. The good person at Xfinity. Got it? All right. So as I'm looking at the market, I'm still very much in the bull camp here. And yes, 2411 could be an upside target if you don't lose the embedded reading. You're now trying to embed. You're getting to the first stages in UGA. You've got to get this to be 3 days in a row over the upper 80 level. You're not there yet. Another day is needed. XLF. This is where I think the pros are taking profit. And I know you'll say, Ira, it's just getting going. I hear that all the time. You're overbought. You're at a Bollinger Band. You only stay over Bollinger Bands 5% of the time. No, that doesn't mean I'm not friendly long-term, but we'll talk long-term tomorrow when I do the weekly charts. In XLI, the industrial sector, this is a short cover area. It happened yesterday. First challenge of the 100-day average. Look at the green line. You haven't been back there since June. First challenge with the Bollinger Band oversold. Come on. Natural cover zone. Disney coming alive. Maybe they're going to sell something. That's the word. Higher lows, higher highs, overbought. Outside day to the upside. You get a failure if on Friday or Monday today's low is taken out. Barring that, you've got a pattern here that could be a continuation. If it were, and if some really good piece of news, they sell some station or whatever, whoa, then 8660 possible. RSP, well, you negated the downtrend. No surprise. The market had come down, fought a battle at the 100-day average, did it again yesterday, even tried to reach for the 200, and now that you're back over it, boom. But I've got my questions about all this, all right? The consumer discretionary money is going to have a problem soon. You've got the student loans. You've got high interest rates coming at you. Wage demands don't fly real well. You're not getting those big increases. And you have price inflation. Nobody's saying that. You got PPI inflation. You got CPI inflation. Go to the gas station and fill up. Tell me you're not feeling the pain. Thank you, President Biden. XHB. All right, these guys have a problem right here. The chart action is bearish. End of discussion. Momentum down. 18-day average you're under. The resistance, 8105. This is the number you don't want to get back over. Really simple. And if you go down, this is the short cover area in the short term. In XLE, the energy. This is called the Gorilla Glue trade. Remember we talked about that? I used to joke we call it Flex Seal trade because that guy puts a little dot and he's picking up thousands of pounds. I don't believe it, but I wish him the best with it. Would you want to stand under that thing? In any case, every day you're hitting the upper Bollinger Band. That's classic. It forces the market to embed, and it says to you on the first good break in the market, and I'll cover that in my morning subscriber videos, you get that. By the way, remember, you're watching me on YouTube. If you take a look at the blue button on the bottom down here, and you give that a click, just click it, and that's where you sign up to get the morning subscriber videos. It's one of the ways to do it. You don't have to go to our website. It's easy, and I post them, and I hit the button. As soon as they're posted, you get a notice from YouTube. They're playing for you. All righty. So you've got that with it. Now, in gold, is the headwind going to come off? Well, I don't see how. The dollar index is soaring against the euro. Interest rates are up. Why would I want to own gold in that environment? And I just told you, for 4 weeks, I can get 5.28%. I don't want to own gold, but it is oversold. Markets are technical in nature. It made a run today to 176.36. The lower band is 175.64. And when we cover it in the futures markets, you'll see you're into a zone where you can get some short covering. SLV, no, I think that the shorts are going to be covering right here. You're down to that zone. I was looking for the pullback. I got everything I wanted. You're not embedded yet. You're trying, but you're not there yet. I think the shorts are going to do some short covering. Copper. China comes to the marketplace and does another move, a surprise. They cut their bank reserve ratio by a quarter point. In other words, 25 basis points for most of the banks. The last time they did that was in March. So that kicks up their market. It gives banks more money that they can lend to businesses and consumers, and that's what moved the copper market today. So the copper came out of its downtrend back into an uptrend, higher lows, higher highs, stuck at the combination of the 200-day, the 100-day average. If it can exceed this, and that's a big if, 38.55 next number. You've got to prove that the banks, number one, will put the money out there, and number two, that the market just doesn't do this. Oh, well, okay, so they did it again. It's not a big deal, and that's the fear for tonight. In TLT, as I told you, the market's not completely convinced that I'm wrong in saying 25 basis points on the 20th of September. Otherwise, I would think TLT gets up. Now, if it gets over the 94.53 level, then I think the downtrend has run its course. Until then, oversold. I'm certainly not telling any client of mine, you go short into an oversold condition. Dollar index, fully embedded reading. Learn the power of that. And look how the market up into the Bollinger Band. FXE, the flip-flop. Embedded reading coming down to the Bollinger Band. You're going to get short covering in FXE and some long taking profits in dollar index here. That's what the work says that we have. And here's the other thing that my work says. Take advantage of my free offers. This is what our free offer page looks like. And as you can see, you get all these blue areas. All you do is click. It's like a cart. You get what you want. You want the free course on pivot points. You want the Arun indicator. Price counts. Please get price counts. One of the most important things I think you'll run into if you're a trader that looks at the TLTs and all. You want to look at what the futures are doing. They're based on that, and take a look and you start getting an idea. So you can just pick as many as you want. Go with it. We'll get it to you by email. All you need to do to get to it is move your cursor right up here. See the icon, click on it, or go to our website, iraepstein.com, and you take it from there. You complete your sign up just by coming in. If you got any notes for us, put it in there. You hit send, boom, it's all said and done. Pretty simple, right? Take advantage. I'm Ira. I'll talk to you tomorrow.